I think that's right. Hello? Hey! Dooley! Detective, is that you? Yes, Dooley, it's me. Where are you? I hear music? I'm not sure. Everything is different here. It's so cold. Oh, Dooley. Ah, it's my own fault. I should have worn a jacket. Tell me what you see, Dooley, and we'll get you home. Well, I can't see any water from here, so I guess I'm inland a bit. Sorry, Detective. Geography here is a little messed up. I can see and there's me. Dooley, you're breaking up. Hear you f***ing for me soon? Dooley! Dooley! He's gone, Detective. I took down everything he said. Maybe we can use that to find him? Yeah, okay, yeah. I have a map of the city in my apartment that we can use. Let's go. I'm coming with. Now you want to come with? Well, yes. Now it's getting interesting. Notes from the call. Let's take them to my apartment and look them over. Let's go. Okay. Apartment. Well, this is it. This is the phone booth Dooley would call from when outside looking for a lift. Affordable towers. Hey, I warned you that the occult doesn't pay well. My local laundrette, they take pride in poor service, which people seem to like, ironically. I lost the top there. Gave them 5 stars. Excellent bad service. Fire escape. I wish my building came with a fire escape. Probably should. Window. That's where the superintendent watches from to make sure you don't have any guests over. I expect this entourage will bite me in the ass at least review time, but if it saves Dooley, it's worth it. Okay, let's get to work. Yeah! So what's the plan? Well, I found a ritual that can get him back, if I know where he is. We have the clues, we just have to figure it out and gather the ritual components. Okay, cool, let's do this. Conspiracy board, a map of clues from across the city. Wow, I've never seen a real-life crazy person board before. What's that? My computer. I didn't know you could get them so big. It must be so fast. Old odds and ends from the office. Nothing to see there. What's this? I said nothing to see. Office Halloween party. I like it. We won second place. Well, I think you were robbed. We were. McKing won first place by going as himself because the likeness was uncanny. Okay, Detective, I'm ready to go. Let's chase those clues. Various things I managed to take from the Darkside division before the Chief Scully had it all sealed up. Is that a copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not? It is. It's where I found the ritual that will help bring Dooley back. How does it work? Well, Darkside portals are usually anchored. A portal from here will always go to the same place in the Darkside. Usually, but not always. The here locations mirror there. But this ritual, it opens more of a vacuum than a portal. You point it to a place, give it a signature to lock onto, and it sucks them back. Great find. Now let's figure out where he is and cast it. Yeah. It's going to work, Detective. Thanks. Candles. I'm gonna need these for the ritual. Ignore that, it's all rubbish notes from failed attempts to find Dooley. And what looks like a drawing of the two of you? What? I'm a doodler. You're out there somewhere, buddy, and we're gonna find you. There's a sad energy to this place. Meow. Hey there, PD. It's not feeding time yet. PD, like police department? That's the one. I sense you're lying. PD stands for placeholder Dooley. Told you I was psychic. Meow. Oh, I have chalk in my pocket for the ritual. How did you manage to kill a fake plant? Bag of Dooley's old clothes that I grabbed from his gym locker. Gonna need these. And go where? Until we use his clues to find his whereabouts, there's no point leaving. Notes from the call. Okay, so how do I start the ritual? I need both hands to type, sorry. You can blame Maud Lighthouse and her inflexible typing course. I can't afford to fail now. Right, let's cross-reference what Dooley said with my map and see if we can locate him. This is all the info I have on the city. I just have to find some place that matches what I know about where Dooley was. We have 3 clues. If we cross-reference them with all this, we should find him. Yeah, slow and steady should do it. We'll scratch off everywhere he isn't and see what's left. Easy. Granny Dooley. The Dooley family matriarch, loves to dote on her family. Very busy socialite, loves to talk. Star sign, you never ask a lady that. Hobby, making use of free travel pass. Occupation, busybody. Can speak Latin? No. Fun fact, used to be in love with the knowledge vampire Count Factula. Guess where? Dooley is at one of these locations. You have 3 clues that can be used to pinpoint the correct location. Only one location fits all 3 clues. Each card is made of 2 parts. Information contained on the card and a quick toggle to rule them out. If you move the cursor over the pinheads, you are shown a rotate icon, letting you quickly toggle on or off the card. The cards themselves have a magnifying glass, which lets you examine the card and see any information that McQueen has gathered about that place. Once you've narrowed down your search to one location, i.e. you've toggled off all but one location card, the check location arrows will enable and you can find out if you're correct or not. Good luck. This was a little frustrating. You ended up guessing some things because there was some things left unanswered. Uh-oh. Trout of this world. Dooley's last known location before a genie whisked him away a year ago. Okay, Lady Farnival's Frivolous Carnivals. If you think carnivals are garish places back home, you should see a Darkside one. No Vince running the show here, so things are a little easier to understand, if a little less charming. First of many badges that Blood Wolves earn. I could hear traffic, somebody was playing music, and he's somewhere inland. Spider, owner of costume shop, the number 17 place in Lone Lake for some of your costuming needs. Star sign Griffin, he plays the invisible flute, he's a shopkeeper, he can't speak Latin, and he dislikes dressing up. Campsite. Not as active as a spot as it is on the bright side, but it does have its fair share of cult activity and people fleeing from serial killers. Retirement home. In our world, it's a retirement home. In the dark side, it's retired homes. A plain of houses that have had their mortgages paid off so they are free to roam these acres in their old age. Bells. Bashful Bells. A restaurant, which seems to be a place you can go to have people layer extra clothes on you. The Polytuplets. An amalgamation of people sewn into one being. They identify as a new age commune traveling the streets to spread the good word of oneism, absorbing fresh recruits as they find them. Star sign Oneism, loves playing Twister with themselves, one-person band, can't speak Latin. 5% of all missing person cases are found in the Polytuplets. Wow. Switchboard. This is not being destroyed in the dark side. Instead, they gave it a seat on the city council. I would have expected it to be useless, but it turns out it's very well connected. Chinatown. The one place in the city with no Chinese citizens. Lone Lakes Mall. Darkside's mega mall is full of abandoned shops that punters come to leave their fanciest things on. Chief Ghouli's house. He lives here in the dark side. Patricia, her husband, and Buzz visit, as does Granny Dooley. The graveyard houses the dead. Also seems to be the #1 dating spot in Twin Lakes' dark side counterpart. Nuala, a literally fire-haired redhead who I've met in my travels, seems to be studying academic dismantling in TLU with the hopes of being its last student. Nice. Star sign Phoenix, plays the pyrophone, student, can't speak Latin, dislikes hats. Library. Home of books like The Beginner's Guide to Disembowelment, Ubernatural, The Dark Art of Summoning, and Cold Food and Economic Unrest. And 26 Sorrows, spooky tales for troubled teens. Pier 13. turns out the city's main black market is located here, which apparently everyone knew but me, including Dooley. It's in his schedule to look for gifts here. Dave the Tentacle. My old pal, the pipes and vents dwelling Dave. Star sign purple. He likes caressing bums. He's a tentacle, and he seems to be able to travel between worlds using plumbing. Lake accident. The second lake is focused more on business and, of course, terrible accidents. Lake monster. Twin Lakes #1 recreational hangout and monster hunting hangout. Okay, Don's mansion. An oddly unburnt mansion belonging to Al Corpsoni, the soul of which is now running around loose in the dark side and the body of his bright side counterpart, currently unoccupied. TLPD, main precinct of Lone Lake and home of the Brightside Division, the criminally underfunded counterpart to my Darkside related department. My local laundromat in the Brightside. Something always goes wrong with a wash, but my other options are a journey away. Land Sick Lee, Darkside's #1 busker, a title he won in a gladiatorial matchup, apparently. He's a star sign calamari. He likes eyeballing cats. I'll figure out their game someday. He's a street musician. And fun fact, a guitar to the face slows most people down. So he's a likely candidate to be near where, Nuala's another one because she plays the pyrophone. Spider also plays an instrument. Eyeballing the cats. Bashful Belle, proprietor of the Baroness Banishment Barroom, a very private lady. I had to talk to her through a hole in the wall. Unresolved attachment styles. She likes vandalization of public amenities. She's a forceful dresser. She can't speak Latin, and she collects tooth sculptures. And the Lullaby Ladies. A gaggle of old ladies who move from place to place, waking up sleeping babies before they slip back into the shadows to find another resting toddler. Their star sign are various. They like waking babies, cackling at the parents and leaving. They're retired. They can't speak Latin, and they won't let me cross Bridge 4. I have to go around. Okay. So it seems to me like music is playing, which means it would be a place that only a musician would be, which eliminates quite a few. Then it's inland, so it's not the campsite. I don't know what qualifies as inland and what's not. Like, the pier is definitely not it. He was on an outside phone. So probably not at, like, a private residence. Tooth sculptures? Okay. Probably not in the precinct because he's outdoors. I mean, there's an outdoor phone there. There isn't one here. Probably not here either. Probably not at the graveyard either. There's probably one in Chinatown, but I don't see one in the image. So probably not Chinatown, because I'm seeing phones in some of these images. So it could be the mall, but there's no musicians at the mall, so it's not there either. There's music at a carnival, so I can't eliminate the carnival yet. I don't see a phone. That phone's indoors, though. There's no phone at the switchboard either. Or at Bell's. So that leaves the carnival or the laundromat. I think it's the laundromat, because I don't see a phone here. We're gonna guess the laundromat outside. I think that's... compared with clues. That matches. I think we found him. He's outside this building. He's been waiting outside for me to find him. Well, you found him. Now let's go get him back. Yeah, to the roof. This will do. We can perform the ritual here. I just need to mark some glyphs here, light some candles, and place down something of his. Candles. I have a lighter. Great. Draw this here, that goes there, and voila. We put the bag here. That's everything. Now to see what happens. A wind is picking up. There's a lot of psychic energy, and I'm not even making that up this time. I think it's working. Detective? It worked. Does anyone have something to eat? I'm starving. It definitely worked. We got him back. What was it like? Nobody has ever spent that long over there before. It was fine. Hard to get around. Terrible public transport. Trains are always on time, so I kept missing them. I'm just glad to be home. Thanks, Detective. I knew you'd find a way. Thanks. Sorry it took so long. Aww. Detective? Yeah? What's a prawn folder? Meanwhile. Nice. Well, case closed. And we got Dooley back. Nailed it. And that only took 2 hours.